Deep in the heart of the tropical jungle, where sunlight filtered through thick canopies of leaves and the air was heavy with the scent of moss and blooming flowers, lived a girl named Amara. She had grown up among the animals, her parents having been explorers who taught her the language of the forest. She moved like a shadow, soft and silent, her skin kissed by the sun, her hair tangled with vines and leaves. Every creature, from the tiniest hummingbird to the slow, lumbering elephants, seemed to trust her. Amara could calm the monkeys during storms, guide lost fawns back to their mothers, and even convince a stubborn old crocodile to share his sunning spot with her. The jungle itself seemed to bend toward her goodwill, acknowledging her as one of its own. But there was one exception. One creature that refused her presence with a ferocity that chilled her blood: the tiger. His name was Surian, and he was the undisputed king of this part of the jungle. Golden eyes like molten amber followed Amara wherever she went, sometimes from behind a veil of leaves, sometimes across the river as she crossed on a fallen tree trunk. He growled at her with low, vibrating warning rumbles. And yet, Amara never understood why. She had never hurt him. She had never crossed his territory intentionally. Amara was puzzled and frustrated. She had never felt hatred toward anyone in the jungle, nor had anyone felt hatred toward her. She remembered the day she had saved a small leopard cub from a pitfall trap. Its mother had returned the next day with a soft nuzzle, gratitude in her eyes. She had comforted a wounded snake with herbs, and it had let her touch it without striking. But Surian was different. Surian was untouchable. One day, while walking along the riverbank, Amara found Surian in an unusual position. His paw was caught in a hunter's trap. The moment she saw it, her heart ached. She approached carefully, remembering all the times he had threatened her. The tiger growled, low and dangerous, and lunged forward. Amara rolled to the side, narrowly escaping his claws. She stood up, hands raised, voice trembling. "I just want to help." For a moment, Surian froze. Then he pounced again, snapping at her, forcing her to retreat. But Amara refused to give up. She spent hours coaxing him with soft words, gentle gestures, and finally, a piece of raw meat she had prepared. Slowly, inch by inch, she managed to free his paw from the trap. The tiger limped back into the trees, glaring at her one last time before vanishing. From that day, a strange tension settled between them. Surian no longer tried to attack her outright, but he still watched her with suspicion and hostility. Amara realized that some wounds were not physical, but emotional. Perhaps Surian had been hurt by humans before. Perhaps he mistrusted every creature that moved in ways he could not understand. Yet, despite the bad relationship, Amara refused to leave him be. She continued to respect his space, speak softly to him from a distance, and watch over the jungle with the same unwavering care she had always shown. Over time, Surian seemed to accept her presence, not with affection, but with tolerance. He no longer lunged at her, and sometimes, just sometimes, his golden eyes would follow her silently, without malice. From that day, a strange tension settled between them. Surian no longer tried to attack her outright, but he still watched her with suspicion and hostility. Amara realized that some wounds were not physical, but emotional. Perhaps Surian had been hurt by humans before. Perhaps he mistrusted every creature that moved in ways he could not understand. Yet, despite the bad relationship, Amara refused to leave him be. She continued to respect his space, speak softly to him from a distance, and watch over the jungle with the same unwavering care she had always shown. Over time, Surian seemed to accept her presence, not with affection, but with tolerance. He no longer lunged at her, and sometimes, just sometimes, his golden eyes would follow her silently, without malice. Amara did not mind. She had learned that love and friendship came in many forms. Sometimes it was soft, warm, and forgiving. Sometimes it was fierce, distant, and guarded. And even in the distance, even in the growls and the amber eyes that watched her from the shadows, she could feel the unspoken respect that bound them together, a bond formed not from affection, but from understanding. In the jungle, where life and death danced in a delicate balance, Amara walked with courage and patience, carrying the knowledge that even in a world full of love, there would always be some who would not embrace it, and that was okay. The tiger and she had reached a fragile peace, one that whispered a truth she would carry forever. Sometimes, the strongest relationships are those built not on closeness, but on respect. And so Amara lived her life, a bridge between the jungle and its creatures, a girl who loved them all, yet never quite conquered the heart of the tiger.